Does this ever happen to you? You just about figure things out. You're just starting to get the hang of it. You're thinking, oh yeah, I got this. And then things change on you. Hi, I'm Angel. Thanks for stopping by for a bedtime vlog. I'm tired and I was just kind of reflecting on how I often get this creative burst around the full moon, and so I've come to accept that I might stay up super late around there. And this last full moon, I kind of missed that. It just didn't happen. Doesn't always happen. And in fact, I got some extra sleep in, and that was good. And then now here I am, 2 o'clock in the morning, feeling kind of that burst. Not a full burst because it's really getting ate up by all this anxious energy, I think. And yeah, I've been on social media a little much lately, so hoping to do a better job tomorrow of staying outdoors more, just getting more done. But anyhow, that combined with, of course, this whole COVID-19 fear wave that's a pandemic wave of fear that's run across the nation and the globe. And don't misunderstand me. I'm not trying to say there's nothing to fear. Well, wait, I am saying there's nothing to fear but fear itself. I'm not saying there's not reason to be concerned and careful and take care of ourselves. And of course, stay home if you're sick, as has always been the case. Um, I do think the fear is some kind of crazy experiment, and it'll be interesting to see how it unfolds. But it's reminding me of what I started off talking about, which is that we things had kind of gotten complacent, even though they weren't functioning very well at all. Much like a bad relationship, kind of everybody in this country's been just going through the rote motions. Some happier than others, but for the most part, a lot of people doing the 9 to 5 thing, the wage slave thing. Not super happy, not much time to be creative or do the things they really want to. Not very healthy. And that's really, I think, the real crux of the situation is just like when our bodies, reach a threshold of not being healthy and then we have a crisis situation, that's what's starting to happen in our society. So in some ways, I'm grateful that it's happening in what seems to me like a relatively um, healable way, a way that we can make some shifts, some changes in direction, and actually have positive outcomes from. I'm an ever hopeful optimist, so I'm always going to think that, and I really do. So there. And even though I'm an optimist, it still can be tricky to keep up with that shift, and there's still those moments. I think we all have them. Um, of feeling maybe a little overwhelmed by the momentum of society and just that uncertainty, that shift. Anytime in our lives that there's uncertainty, and especially when it's due to, you know, disease, the scare of not being healthy or not being able to cope with something, that is scary. I concur. I've lived in that state a lot of my life, so I've learned that the best medicine for that is self-love, self-care, compassion, connection, all the basics that we've all been talking about, right? I know I'm not alone in this. So on that note, put in the comments if you care to share. Tell us where you're from. Let's start connecting a little more. I think that's kind of in the air. Seems to be the time for that shift, right? I've been building connection, building community, babbling about my Unity Play Centers for 10 years now. So I'm kind of excited about the potential that this brings. And I want to be safe and healthy. I want you to be safe and healthy. I hope that, we all do our best not to spread undue viruses or fear or hatred or anger, uncertain times. It's natural to feel extra stress when you're uncertain. Really, no matter what the circumstances, people get stressed when they win the lottery or when they get married, or even what they consider good things, because it's uncertain, it's change. So it's natural that we're stressed. It's natural that we are using some extra energy on not knowing, and that's okay. I'm here, you're here, we'll be here together till we're not. So might as well smile, I say. On that note, I remind you, I wish you love and laughter, lightheartedness, peaceful conflict resolution, amazing adventures, health, wealth, abundance, sweet, sweet dreams. Don't forget to play every day and drive forward.